Alrighty, in this one we're gonna draw Millenium Godzilla. I think Millenium Godzilla, he was in Godzilla 2000. Really specific design where they made him like edgier. It was like the edgier version of Godzilla in the year 2000. After Godzilla, you know, like the different looks that he had, he's got like really cool spiky look, right? Really angry. This one we're just gonna go over how to draw his head. And a little bit of his spikes in the back, but it's very, very obvious, and this Godzilla is really unique. So if you're a Godzilla fan, come along and learn this, and that's pretty much it. Follow the lessons. Only about 8 minutes, maybe less. Probably more like 6 minutes, we'll see. But yeah, you'll know by the very end, so let's jump into this lesson and stick around, okay? Let's get started. Okay, let's zoom in here on this face, on this very handsome face here. So let's go in here. I'm gonna go over here and start with the eye. Gonna be that furring of that eye. I almost always start at the eye, if you haven't noticed, for like other drawings, just everything. I feel like the eye is the best place to start, because the eye is a window to the soul. Curve up. I'm gonna go over here and draw a thinner line for the kind of the top of that brow area. Finding the eye like so. It's gonna be that curve. Line down. Line over here. Line over here. Out. And curve for the brow on the far side. Out over here. Down. Curve across here for kind of the front. He kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle sometimes. Back and down over here. It's funny too because this Godzilla's so cool. Like it was actually one of my favorite ones. I just got a death-for-real figure of it, of this design, this Godzilla 2000 design. It's kind of that edgier version. Line over here. Little spikes just along the head. Same thing over here on the side. And then now let's go into the teeth there. They're exaggerated teeth here. Over here. Down, 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 down. And we're going to find some of the bottom teeth as well. Not all of them. Curve line for the bottom of the mouth here. Pulled back. Curve underneath. And then we're going to draw the neck down here. Over here as well. The neck. Let's draw some of the spikes, which I think the spikes is one of the bigger indicators. The spikes look like wavy blades or something. Something like that. That's really very, very significant with this design. And they kind of get smaller around here. Because I'm going to focus more on his head. And the top of the clavicle area. Over here. Over here. He's got like a big old neck. It's like this is that era where they're like, yeah, he's going to be buff. Let's find the eye right here. Line over here. And we're going to fill that in on this side. So let's go into the nostrils. Little bitty nostril there, little bitty nostril there. And so the rest of them is going to be pretty much what it really is going to be texture, right? So since we're zooming in on his face, you have the freedom to throw more texture on him. So let's go over here and find the bottom of the mouth here. Line over here. So we have some lines here on the neck. You can draw some rock shapes here. I like to do that for the texture here. It's more like this shape. You're seeing the underside of it because, you know, there's a lot of, like, sun. The source from the sun comes from above. Over here, he's got like small spikes all over his head. So all I'm going to do here is do that. I'm going to draw these, right? Simple little thin shapes everywhere. And those lines are going to be thinner, thinner than normal, because I want them to be detail-oriented shapes and not primary. So right here we draw a little bit more. See where he's looking angry. You can tell they just were like all out. They're like, yeah, this is going to be the angry, wild version of Godzilla. And it is cool. It's probably one of my favorite versions for sure. I think my favorite version of Godzilla is Shin. It's still Shin. Shin is just so cool. It looks like zombie Godzilla to me, Shin. But this guy's up there too. It's probably like my second or third favorite version. I like the legendary Godzilla as well. And we're gonna draw a little bit of a darker shape around the eye here. It's kind of furrowed into his eyes a little bit more. And you can tell he did it on purpose. You can tell he did it on purpose there to make it look like, you know, just more evil, that his eyes, the eyes sticking out there. See, I'm just drawing these thin lines, and all these thin lines right here, see, thin, add to detail. When they're thick, they become more primary, but when they're thin like this, they just kind of add to the detail because they're in the presence of thicker lines around them. So don't forget that. I'm gonna go right here between the teeth and fill in some of the dark, but don't forget, by the way, to subscribe and hit that like. I didn't even ask about that, I'm sorry. Keep forgetting that. Hit that like and subscribe. Make this the video you subscribing. There's some people that watch like 5 videos and then finally subscribe, but subscribe now, and it helps the channel out, it helps the algorithm out. Also, just kind of in general, when you press like, it literally lifts the entire channel up when you press like on stuff on the channel. So if there's other videos you enjoyed, press like on those. And yeah. Let me see, I don't feel right about this. I gotta keep putting more texture on here. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. Just pepper it on. That's what I'm doing. I'm just peppering it slowly on here. And that's gonna be like, honestly, it's gonna be a designerly thing. Different people will do it different ways. And even me, if I was doing this again, I might choose a few decisions that are different. So a lot of that is kind of these momentary decisions that you make. Like, hey, am I going to do this? Or, hey, I'm going to throw more dark on this side over here. For example, what I'm doing now. It's cool to kind of decide that stuff. And that's kind of what you do as an artist, right? You're creating what you want. Even though I'm drawing this design that's been already done, obviously I'm drawing it. It's like you're also putting in your input in your version. That's going to be a little bit different than someone else's. A little bit different. That's what you're going to do too. You're going to decide where these scales go, right? There's a whole video I did on dinosaur scales that applies for this too. Go check that out. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video, and I will talk to you next time. Hey, for those of you that are a little bit more serious and you really want to kind of upgrade your art skill all around, I have these beginner art lessons here on my Skillshare. So the idea with this is that some people that, for example, on YouTube, people just kind of want to draw what's in the video and just generally have a fun time. They're not always concerned about the little details and stuff about learning how to do this stuff, long term. And I get that, that's fun. But for some people want to upgrade their art ability entirely, like all around, like they're serious about it. If that's you, go here. Like I said, there's programs here on even some of the same material. Like I said, it's just a lot more in depth. My eye drawing program is an hour as opposed to the video I have on YouTube, which is like 10 minutes, right? You can still learn from both, but like I said, if you really want more and you really want to make this part of your life, go here. I have same thing over here, how to draw a dragon head. I have anime, I have cartoons. There's categories for everything, and everything is for beginners. The other thing about this website is it's incredibly easy to watch it. This is like the Netflix of like drawing lessons. So you can go through the entire site, see everybody else's lessons. And normally the site costs like 30 to 40 bucks a month. Because you're watching this video right now, if you're still watching right now, you get it for free for at least a month. Like 30 days, that's a lot. But just what you have to do is go over here to the video, go down, first link in the description, the very, very first link. That gives you free access to this whole thing for 30 days. You just go over here, you click this thing, boom, and then you sign up. And it's super easy, and the cool part is you can just straight up cancel it before the 30 days is up, and you never pay a single thing. You never pay a cent, and you got all this learning from it. But yeah, like I said, that's an option for you guys. If you guys want to do it, absolutely go hit that up. And that's it. So talk to you later, and hopefully I'll catch you over there later. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Over here on the right, you're going to see my most recent upload, and on the top corner over here, you're going to see just another selection, another cool selection that has to do kind of with the subject of this video. And over here at the top, you can hit the subscribe to see a lot more. This is awesome, and I'll see you next time.